Good morning. I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. Stocks climbed on Wednesday, building on the strong rally from the previous session on the back of more encouraging inflation data. The S&P 500 advanced 0.16%, while the Nasdaq Composite inched higher by 0.07%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average added 0.47%. The yield on the benchmark 10-year US Treasury added 9 basis points to trade at 4.537%. The action comes a day after the rate slipped below the 4.5% threshold. October's Producer Price Index, which measures wholesale prices, fell by 0.5% to mark its biggest monthly drop since April 2020. Not all of the economic data was positive, however, since retail sales also declined. Wall Street is coming off a strong session in which the S&P 500 and Nasdaq had their best days since April. Those gains came after the Consumer Price Index remained flat for October, while a Dow Jones consensus expected a slight gain. In corporate news, Target popped 18% on better than expected results for the third quarter. Target beat fiscal third quarter earnings and revenue expectations. Although the comparable sales and digital sales fell, and the large retailer said it's seeing weaker discretionary spending and deal-hungry shoppers. Shares of apparel company VF added 14% following a JP Morgan upgrade to neutral from underweight. Shares of auto parts maker Holley added 2.7% following an upgrade by Jefferies to buy from hold. The investment bank predicts Holley's sales will ramp up in the fourth quarter and thinks the stock is trading at a significant discount to historical averages. Wall Street also had its eyes on Washington as lawmakers tried to avoid a government shutdown. Late Tuesday, the House of Representatives passed a bill to avert a government shutdown. The measure will go to the Senate for a vote. If cleared by lawmakers, the legislation goes to President Joe Biden. Without a funding bill, the federal government is slated to shut down at the end of the week. In US sector news, consumer staples performed the best, while energy was the worst performing sector. Food price inflation is expected to drop due to higher agricultural production and reduced consumer demand amid weak economic growth, per Rabobank's 2024 outlook. Falling prices of staples like sugar, coffee, corn and soybeans, driven by increased production, will contribute to this decline, alongside consumer challenges from high interest rates and inflation. The US and China, the world's top polluters, have made a significant commitment to address climate change by agreeing to expedite the adoption of renewable energy sources to reduce their dependency on fossil fuels. This collaborative climate diplomacy was announced in anticipation of a meeting between Joe Biden and Xi Jinping, aimed at improving US-China relations, and signifies a positive step toward environmental cooperation. The meeting between the leaders is the first in over a year. Shifting to the Australian landscape, rumours suggest China's CATL may bid $4 a share for Azure Minerals, but no formal offer has been made. CATL is considering joining the competition for Azure alongside other major shareholders. Looking to the Oz markets, the SPI futures are pointing to a 0.1% fall. Thank you for listening.